First, thank all of you for coming this evening. It's a wonderful turnout. It's a wonderful tribute to a man who will be leading us in another 4 years of surviving natural disasters, removing the snow, and keeping taxes low. So, thank you again for coming. Just before we get into the program, I'd like to introduce the guests on the stage. First, Congressman Rodney Frelinghuysen. Thank you, sir, for coming. State Senator Dr. Joseph Panaccio. Freeholder Ann Grassi. Freeholder John Cesaro would have been here, but he's unfortunately had to be away this evening, so we'll miss him. And from, from the Town Council, Michael DiPiero. Michael has represented us for so long. His middle name is Methuselah. I'd just like to read one statement before we begin the program. And this statement comes from Senator Panaccio and Assemblyman Weber and Assemblywoman DeCroce, all of whom endorse Mayor James Barberio for re-election. Just to read what they have to say. With Mayor James Barberio officially kicking off his re-election campaign, the state legislators representing Parsippany Troy Hills and the 26th Legislative District, Senator Joe Panaccio, Assemblyman Jay Weber, and Assemblyman Betty Lou DeCroce announced today their official endorsement of Parsippany's mayor for re-election. Senator Panaccio stated Jamie Barberio has the two best qualities one needs to be a public servant. He is honest and he has common sense. As a first-term mayor, he was good. As a second-term mayor, he will be even better. Assemblyman Weber said in his first term, Mayor Barberio restored strong leadership from the mayor's office for Parsippany's residents. Mayor Barberio's successes, highlighted by accomplishments like bringing the budget under control, controlling property taxes, and establishing an innovative wellness program for public employees, are just a few of the reasons I am proud to support him for re-election. And Assemblywoman DeCroce stated, Jamie works hard to provide the residents of Parsippany with a better quality of life. I believe his dedication to the community will continue to provide the residents with the kind of support they need in these difficult fiscal times. So we have a resounding and ringing endorsement from our three state representatives, and we're proud to have it, and we thank all three of them.
You have to worry about a man who asks you all to sit down and there are no chairs. but somebody has to be master of ceremonies. We should never take for granted Republican leadership wherever it is. And I think we're truly blessed in Morris County's largest municipality and most important municipality. This is where the action is, to have Jamie Barberio as your mayor. So I'm pleased to be here to endorse him, and I can't imagine a better victory this November than to have Jamie and our Republican team elected and Chris Christie again as our governor. God bless you. Thank you.
State Senator Joseph Panaccio.
Thank you, Joe, and my remarks will be brief because somebody else had just read from my press release that myself and Betty Lou and Jay had sent out. I feel a lot of empathy for the mayor We have similar upbringings. We didn't come from political dynasties, at least in my case. I don't know about you, Jamie, but we didn't come from a lot of wealth either. And I think we're in pretty good company because you can take a look at people like Chris Christie and take a look at people like Abraham Lincoln. Humble means, and yet through hard work and determination, the fact that they had a moral compass, the fact that they applied common sense to a lot of the judgments that they did pretty damn good. It's my pleasure. And I take a look at all the people who are out here. I remember when Jamie got sworn in, he had a nice-sized room, same hotel, Jamie, but there were half as many people in that room. Now, just for Jamie announcing, the mayor announcing, now he's got twice as many people. And the fact that I mentioned Abe, I'll leave this with you, a little story about Abe. When Abe ran the first time he lost, he ran for the legislature in Illinois. And he had 8 weeks to campaign. He sort of got sidetracked because he was off to fight the Indians in the Black Hawk War. And he did pretty well. Even though he lost, the towns that he managed to visit, he won those towns overwhelmingly. Too many towns, so he couldn't visit all the towns. But the point also applies to Jamie. Once you know Jamie, you like Jamie. Jamie did do a great job, and the more you see of Jamie, the more you're going to like of him, and the better he's going to get for Parsippany. It's my pleasure to reinforce that and to say, Jamie, you have my undivided support.
Thank you, sir.
And if I may now, freeholder Ann Grassi.
I promise to keep it brief. Jamie and I have been running mates. No one works harder than Jamie to get elected. We knocked on 5,000 doors, started on January 15th, the first snowstorm of the year, and we kept going. We went through snowstorms, windstorms, rain. Whatever weather it was as if it was summer out because we went out and worked every night and we worked every weekend. And I know that that's what Jamie is doing today. And I have to say it probably helped him along with dealing with all of these storms that we've had because he's had to negotiate all the streets in very bad weather and on foot. So I can't be more proud to say that I fully endorse Jamie Barberio for mayor. He's been a great mayor over these 4 years, and he's going to be a greater mayor in the next 4 years. Thank you, Jamie.
And now, a little bit closer to home, Councilman Mike DiPiero.
Methuselah, that's a new one. I've been called lots of names, but that's a new one for me. I am very proud to announce that I am one of the few elected officials not running for office at this time. With all of what we've seen in Parsippany over the last 2 years, with the flooding, those poor people are still trying to recover from the flood 2 years ago. With the hurricane, we've had a lot that we've gone through. And if there's anything we need right now, it's continuity. So we need Mayor James Barberio to continue what he needs to do and support all these people that are still suffering. Thank you.